Says President Nicolas Madiro has been re-elected for a third term. Here he is addressing his supporters after the result was announced. According to the official count, based on 80% of the ballots, Mr. Maduro won about 5 million votes compared with some 4 million for the main opposition candidate, Edmundo Gonzalez. The Venezuelan opposition are alleging widespread fraud in the counting of votes. Our correspondent, well, these results have just come.
Harris has $200 million new dollars in her pocket in a new plan to exploit the Republican vice presidential nominee, Senator J.D. Vance. Now, the Harris campaign claims that Vance is the most unpopular VP pick in decades, with the backlash still reverberating over his comment from years ago, labeling Harris and others, quote, childless cat ladies. CNN's Eva McKen joins us this morning with this latest news. So what's the plan here, Eva?
You know, John, Republicans argue the enthusiasm around Harris is manufactured, but the campaign providing us this morning some specific proof points, some evidence of real energy. Not only did she raise $200 million since President Biden announced he would not seek re-election a week ago, 66% of those people are also telling possible VP rollout a candidate could have. Never mind uniting the country, J.D. Vance can't unite his own party. They're also dismissing Trump and Vance as weird. Take a listen to how this sounds on the campaign trail. Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota out on the stump this weekend. He, of course, is...
So, it isn't much else. Don't give them the power. Don't lift these guys up like they're sometimes the heroes. Everybody in this room knows, I know it as a teacher, a bully has no self-confidence. A bully has no strength. They have nothing.
Despite all of this projected
confidence, John, Harris maintains she's still the underdog in this race, telling donors at a fundraiser this weekend this is a people's
running mate, J.D. Vance, heads to Silicon Valley. How did Trump react to the change of Democratic opponent during this first weekend after knowing that Biden had dropped out?
He's been testing a bunch of lines, trying to see what sticks. And yes, he's been attacking her on some of the things that he was going after Biden: immigration, crime, the border, inflation. But he was also testing out different lines in front of different audiences. We saw him on Friday in front of a Christian audience claim that Vice President Harris was extreme on abortion, that she, quote, doesn't like Jewish people, which obviously she has a Jewish husband, and also that she was insufficiently pro-Israel. Then the next day, he was talking to Bitcoin enthusiasts, where he claimed that she was anti-crypto and anti-innovation. And then in Minnesota that evening, Trump said that if Harris wins, quote, the American dream is dead. So a smattering of approaches there. And meanwhile, he is under fire from Democrats for something he said to that Christian audience on Friday night about whether they need to vote for him 4 years from now. Take a listen to what he said.
Christians, get out and vote just this time. You won't have to do it anymore. 4 more years, you know what? It'll be fixed. It'll be fine. You won't have to vote anymore. You got to get out and vote. In 4 years.
A major incident this morning, Monday the 29th of July. They say at around 11:50 they were called to a property on Hart Street to report of a stabbing. There are a number of reported casualties and more details will be confirmed when possible. They said armed police have detained a male and seized a knife, and he has been taken to a police station. They've urged people to avoid the area while they deal with this incident, but stress that there is no wider threat to the public. We've also had more information from the Northwest Ambulance Service saying its paramedics are responding to reports of multiple stabbings in Southport. They said that following reports of multiple stabbings, we have dispatched multiple resources. They are assessing the situation and working with emergency partners. So very much a developing situation there, and information coming in every moment. So let's get the latest for that.
This incident seems to have started just before midday on Hart Street in Southport. We can see from images that are coming in from the scene now that there is a very significant police cordon, a very significant police presence. It seems to be at the end of the street with the lower numbers, maybe around 20 to 30. Hart Street seems to be the centre of the police operation at the moment. The police have said that they have detained a man, that a knife's been seized, but this seems to be a stabbing incident with multiple casualties.